Hello, all. Hope you are all doing well. So, in the last video, we spoke about this big bull which it has become from a broken legged bull to a strong and big bull, Sanjeevak, which was eating this very green grass near the uh, Yamuna bank, and it was drinking water, right? And then it was doing lots of, it was shouting, crying, it was, oh my god, it was doing lots of other stuff, and it did so much that it managed to scare this king of the jungle called Pingalak, the, the lion. So, literally, a strong bull scared the king of the jungle, Pingalak. Now this Pinglak was so afraid it has come to drink water from Yamuna, that it formed a sort of formation. It started sitting in that formation, very inside that formation, so that no one can touch that lion. And from the far off distance, there were these two jackals which were looking at that king. One of them, Damnak, was quite curious what is happening with that king. Why is he so afraid? He went to drink water near the bank of Yamuna and he did not drink. He just came back. And he was so, he's looking very afraid. His face is looking as if he's like he's about to piss his pants. Like I don't know. Like he's very afraid. And he expressed the same to its next, the jackal called Karatak. Now, both Damnak and Kartak had their own motives to be behind that lion called Pinglak. Both of them were sons of that one unloyal uh, minister of that king Pinglak, and Pinglak drove that unloyal minister away. And both of these jackals had their own motives. Damnak had the motive that he wanted to grab one opportunity that he can show that he is competent enough again to become one. I mean, competent enough again to get back the position of the minister. Karatak's life was simple. What he wanted to do was that I'm happy, whatever is, I'm getting these bits and pieces of meat, whatever Pinglak and others throw away, and I'm happy. I'm able to fill my stomach. I'm happy. I don't want to have any such. I don't have any ambition, right? So when Damanak expressed this curiosity to uh, Karatak, Kartak was as loyal as laid back as he was. He said that, yeah, I'm okay with whatever he wants to do. I don't want to get into unnecessary business of this uh, unnecessary business which is going to create a lot of trouble from me. I mean, at the end of the day, you are going to become like that monkey which lost his life by poking into others' business, which was not necessary. Unnecessary things, please don't try. Now, he said, Avyapareshu vyaparam ya narah kartumichati sa eva nidhanam yati kilot pativa vanaraha. Unnecessary things, any person who does unnecessary things, who pokes business into unnecessary business, like unnecessary thing which is not useful for him, he dies like that monkey which pulled out that piece of wood within two pieces of, the wood, and it died. Now Damnak wanted to know more, and then Kartak told this story. So the story goes like this. So there was this this man who was trying to build a small temple within a nearby jungle or nearby some village. And all these people who were building, all these laborers, these carpenters and everyone, were building that temple. And in the afternoon, when it was lunch time, they went to their homes to have lunch, and they kept all these things in the middle, all their work in the middle. Now a big group of monkeys came inside, and they were like doing all sorts of nonsensical things. Monkey's nature is very, very different. So it is always it does all sorts of very unnecessary things many times, right? So even Hanuman, like aspotayama sachichum bapuchan stambhan rohan nipapata bhumau. I mean, it is kissing his Hanuman was kissing his tail. He was he was coming up and down from a small uh, uh, a small mountain, and doing all sorts of things. I mean, Hanuman also used to do these things. So what happened, like, these monkeys were doing all sorts of nonsensical things, like gayanti kechit, prahasanti kechit, patanti kechit, pralapanti kechit, like that. Like, they were doing all sorts of things. Now, of these monkeys, there was one old monkey, which was not able to do anything. It was able to see all these young monkeys doing all sorts of nonsensical things. They were pulling something, they were jumping on something, and they were doing all sorts of things, but it was not able to do because it was very old. So what it did, that monkey also found something, and what it found was that there was this piece of wood which was cut in between, and it was not cut fully. So in order to ensure that that piece doesn't stick again, that doesn't come together again, they kept another piece of wood in between that cut piece. And this monkey saw that, and it started pulling off that small piece of wood, and it did not realize that its balls were inside that cut wood. And it started pulling, and like it whatever it could do, that old monkey, whatever strength it could acquire, it tried to pull that piece of wood, and so much that it did not realize, as he said, that its balls were inside that cat. And the moment that piece of wood came out, its balls crushed, and that monkey died immediately. And that's what Karatak said, that if you poke into others' business which is unnecessary for you, you are going to die like that monkey. Don't do all sorts of that things. You are having a life, you are having, you don't have to worry about food, because you always are behind that lion. Even though some people shout at you, or some people insult you, you don't have to worry, you are having food. I mean, what else do you want? What else as jackals we want? And this Tamnaks was like very sad, looking at the kind of mindset this Kartak has developed all these years. It was thinking that, yeah, I mean, where has it lost all these all this wit and cleverness of a jackal? Like, I mean, is it really a jackal or what? Then Damnak, as he said, like, he was very sad, and but Damnak saw an opportunity. It Damnak did not saw it as something, a different business, or a useless business. Damnak's opportunity was, Damnak saw an opportunity with Pinglak, because Pinglak was afraid, right? So he had to convince two people now. It has to convince Kartak, and then Pinglak, on what happened, what is happening across. I just wanted to understand. And there actually, there was a very good conversation between Damnak and Kartak, and it speaks about how to approach a king, how to impress a king, how to ensure that, I mean, which type of king do you want to be with, which type of king you don't want to be with, right? So what is the relationship between a king and its subordinate? It can be very easily, can be, the situation can be altered into something like the corporate wisdom, like something like relationship between a manager and his subordinate, right? How should manager behave, how should his subordinate behave? And all of that is, to me, I felt that it is really very relevant. So so next, I am going to talk about that in my next video. And in that video, I'm sure you will have lot of key takeaways in there. So my suggestion, do not miss that video, and that's going to be a great learning. So in order to understand what happened to Damanak Was he able to save Pinglak from Sanjeevak's fury, and what happened? If you are curious, check out my next video. Thank you so much for your time, and hope if you have made it this long to the video, I'm very much thankful to you. Thank you.